This is our first Winnerbracket Quarterfinal. Top 8 of the open qualifiers facing each other here. LawLiet and Soin, no strangers to each other. LawLiet goes into this as the favorite. He's the top seed. But what maps will we play on, Remo?
It's going to be Shallow Grave as our first map, a new one that I always like to see. And then some old classics following up, Concealed Hill second and Last Refuge third, if we should go there. Especially the first one, not that well explored yet. It's kind of the new ward map, at least against human, but of course this is a different matchup.
Exactly. Night Elf versus Orc is what we'll be seeing here. Best of 3, winner advances to the winner bracket semifinal. The decider versus Focus or a Dirtbag. LawLiet, pretty strong in this matchup, I'd say. Soin, not so much. He's known as being a little bit of an orc whiner in the Asian scene, and yeah, really can't catch up with the other guys, but he has to, otherwise he has to have a gruesome run through the lower bracket. Let the games begin. Here we are. We got LawLiet on the bottom right hand side. As Night Elf, of course, currently second best Night Elf in the world according to the ELO ranking. On the upper left-hand side, we see Soin.
So far, seemingly up to no shenanigans on some maps, especially the new ones. We've seen some orcs trying their hand at Farseer Headhunter, but still to this day, it doesn't look that good. Against Night Elf, at least. In all other matchups, one could certainly say it has been looking quite strong, but against Night Elf, it is still the old school Blade Master, which can be so hard to execute perfectly. This is really where the wheat is separated from the chaff, the men are distinguished from the boys, because playing the Blade Master perfectly on the highest level, which seems to be necessary against a top Night Elf, to play close to perfect, is so damn hard. You really have to have your matchup buttoned down. You really have to make sure you know all the ins and outs. And you need to make sure you can safely prevent the Keeper's level 3 being reached too quickly. And that comes down a lot to the map, of course. And here on the new map, we don't know so well how the creep routes look just yet, but LawLiet is always a master of figuring out those quickly.
Exactly, but Soin is up to the task. Peon pulls out the creeps. That, of course, screws with the entire camp. You want to do damage to all the units at the same time with the lightning shield, and that's not possible if the creeps are running away. So, kind of a few seconds brought here by Soin, and a solid start for the Orc.
Yeah, this is what pro-level gameplay is all about. It's about min-maxing every little thing, like also the Blade Master Lightning Shield happening across the map. I still don't know how to perfectly pull off this Blade Master Lightning Shield trick. It's really close. It's like a matter of inches, and sometimes we even see pro players still fail with that, but nicely done here by Soin indeed. Gets a good chunk of experience from the first camp, and close now to level 2. Peon might be sacrificed, but it's not quite enough to pick up those entangling roots. Okay, deny. Oh, nice deny. Soin with a clean early here.
Remo, that was literally 1 HP. Okay, here we go, but we got level 2. Blade Master is around, gets that one, slows himself down by attacking the Frost Armor, but causing some damage here, that's for sure. How much damage can the Keeper find now?
The Grunt was almost caught, dude. That was really close. The Self was still running, Grunt was missing a lot of HP, and the Keeper could have killed that with the Claws and some more spells. You really don't want to lose that first Grunt, obviously. Wait,
what?
I was confused where the item was, but the Rogue still got the item, of course. Still another small item to be picked up here. Keeper moving out on the map, and the question is, where can he get level 3?
That is indeed a good question. Another question is, Remo, what's this Warmill doing in the main?
And where are the Grunts?
And where are the Grunts?
Stopping at 1 Grunt only?
Yeah, what is this? Soin. Special strategies. Okay, here comes another Grunt. Maybe a little macro mistake, maybe special strategies. We'll figure this out.
And the Keeper going towards the green camps, as we've seen so often. He's got Ultra Vision now. Huge early game advantage for the Night Elf with that Vision upgrade. And this is normally what makes maps good or bad for the Night Elf, especially in the early game. How many green camps there are. How many camps are available to take for the Keeper. And here on this map, I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. Firstly, there's also green camps. That's good for the Night Elf, but they're all pretty close to each other. So a Blade Master, who's really on point, can find the Night Elf and disrupt him pretty well. Soin found the sentries, which are great, but he hasn't seen the Keeper in quite some time. Oh, when was he? He hasn't seen either. It's this little thing.
Ooh, of course, LawLiet, one of the very few players who still does it. Usually, orcs scout everywhere for these APs, but it feels like it has fallen out of favor in recent weeks and months, and we haven't seen too many of these sneaky APs. And Soin forgot about the scouting, apparently. No grunt moving out, they're just standing there talking to each other about the party yesterday, both a little hungover, and they will be hit hard by this AP.
This Keeper's got so much mana as well. This AP is gonna come as a surprise. This is gonna be painful. Yeah, the new maps, Shadowgrave and Tidehunters and Autumn Leaves, they all have lots of space around the main base. On many other maps, there's lots of water involved, so there's not that much building space, and also narrow avenues towards the main. But here, there's so much space. It's so hard to cover everything, and the AP did slip through. And now the question is, how is someone going to deal with this? This is really annoying.
Ooh, okay, Shadowhunter it is, and yeah, Blade Master retreats immediately, has to. Serpent Wards too, at least Beastery comes up, plus Spirit Lodge, of course. This is not designed to crush Soin with that push, but it's designed to cover for the expansion, which is coming up on the bottom right-hand side.
Yeah, this is a distraction AP. Probably the Keeper will look to get something done if he can, but he's only got the level 1 Entangle. It's not that much target fire. And of course, the one that was up instantly, so the Demolisher is going to be coming out. One demo should clean this up with the help of Serpent Wards pretty reliably. I hope Soin doesn't go more than 2 Demolishers. In an open fight, they're normally not that good unless they get some lucky hits off.
Yeah,
of course, Soin now has to concentrate on not lose anything.
Was about to say, is Soin overcommitting with this Demolisher already, or is it the right choice? Acid Bomb, Entangle, good focus. The shop was killed, of course, so he has to wait a little bit for potions. He has 3 heal selves. That does help, but this AP, man. So much distraction, so much time. Nature's Blessing almost done as well. Second Engine of War in production. This game is going smooth for LawLiet now.
Look at the timing on Nature's Blessing. It's finishing so early that it still helps out the AP. That's really cool. But once the tree regen wears off, it's going to be taken up by the grunts finally. Blade Master getting caught. Oh, that could be a kill almost. Trying to surround him. Speed scroll, getting out. Oh, beautiful counter surround. Shadowhunter there, saving his friend. But did he save him really? Maybe he didn't, because the next Entangle comes in. And the Blade Master goes down.
Yeah, this push way more dangerous than we thought. And yeah, that's why you always have to scout with peons or grunts if an AP is coming. There is a chance to come back, of course, for orcs, always. Hero focus, especially, could be a key. But high-level Night Elf heroes are scary in this matchup.
At least the Keeper, against the Keeper, the Shaman are gonna be available to counter his spells. Alchemist didn't get too much experience yet, but I imagine now he's gonna start solo creeping here momentarily. Level 3 Alchemist for the healing is also gonna be really good. Mining gonna be established soon. Double Ancient of War already finished. Shop coming up. Macro's looking good by LawLiet. As so often, the Night Elf looking very potent in this matchup.
Oh yeah, for sure. Another AP coming, this time defensively, to protect for once and not to attack. Shop coming, Archer transition is on as the Hunters fall off against the Serpent Wards. And Soin needs levels and needs to push. He needs everything right now.
He's not in a terrible position though, I'd say. Expansion still isn't mining. Once the level 3 Shadowhunter gets level 3, magic can be seen. Serpent Wards, of course, amazingly strong against the Huntresses specifically, which is why we see this transition now. Level 3 Alchemist purchases the heal scroll. Soin's got to make a choice in a moment. Is he going to be going all in attack, or is he still going to try to counter expand? Is there still time for that?
We got Mirror Image instead of Critical Strike, so would love to have at least 1 level. Shaman are gathering mana, have the Adept upgrade already, that's not too bad. But Shadowhunter levels are the most important, and he got that sweet level 3. But he has to use the Serpent Wards to defend. He wants to expand, but I wonder if he has the time to even do that.
The Depends on how well he trades now. Depends on how well of a fight he's taking here, I think. The concerning thing is this front line doesn't look that good for Soin. He's got only 3 grunts, excuse me. 3 grunts, still not that many though. And no armor upgrades. It's mainly raiders. Interesting. He wants to pick off targets with ensnare one at a time. But in a straight up fight, these raiders are a lot worse.
As you can see here, perfect example. Only heal wave 1, so that raider will still fall without sending one ensnare out. Grunt also in trouble. So desperately trying to find a way into the backline. Shaman very much exposed towards the archers. That's not supposed to happen. Snake Pit, not really that scary here. And this looks very, very good for LawLiet. 20 supply lead. Yeah, he might lose 1 or 2 hunters here, but the trades are just favorable for the Night Elf.
Yeah, the thing is, Soin can win this fight, and I think he could have won this fight way more easily. The micro here was really lackluster, I'm sorry to say. The raiders were in way too deep, lose 1 raider for free, and then the shaman go into the front line. They get purged, focus fired and killed 1 by 1. Really sloppy engagement by Soin. He could have stomped this fight had he done this better.
Keeper is still in a little bit of trouble. Raider chasing them. Okay, no purge. No staff on LawLiet. This could result in a town portal, which is of course expensive. But we're not leaving without putting a little bit of pressure towards this expansion. Okay, TP out now, but at least this is confirmed. Oh, Blade Master has to go out with Mirror Image. Has no mana. Gets away though.
Love this mirror image build, Neo, by the way.
Really?
Shouldn't surprise you. I like mirror image quite a bit. But especially with these items, man. Double ring, this Blade Master, nice and tanky. He's missing a bit of damage, but he's going to make up for that on level 3, maybe. He doesn't have the best damage items anyways. Okay, but Soin's expansion is about to finish. Of course, he's down in supply, and the big army for LawLiet's going to show up soon. If Soin had done this better, he could have exited this fight with 8 more supply. Soin is in a tough position now because he screwed up a little bit. And that seems to be the story of this matchup. If you mess up a little as Orc, you get punished so quick.
That might be coming now. Oh boy, there's a big yellow death ball coming to Soin's expansion. Upgrades looking okay. 2 and 1 coming for LawLiet. A little pit stop at the shop. And Soin, what can you achieve? Level 3. Alright. That should be 111, right? For crit. Shadowhunter would love to have level 4, but where to get that? Little wonky of a creep spot. Got the heal stone. That's very nice. The demo could help a ton in the defense. But yeah, LawLiet is coming, and LawLiet is so ready. Heal scroll, protection scroll, rebought the TP as well. Off we go.
It's gonna be a tough hold for Soin, but if he holds, he might be in a good position. Serpent wards. Needs to spam those serpent wards. Where are they?
Here's a 1, but that's about it. Shop is here, but pretty exposed. The tower is in range. That's, of course, the big upside for the Orc towers. The range it is. Grunt falling, so are the Huns at the front. Blade Master, though. Wisps are in, blocking the path. Invo Potion used. Everything so hurt here. A kingdom for a heal wave, too, but that ain't happening. Detonates going off now, burning a little more mana, and this Invo Potion won't last forever.
Love the grunt micro. Grunts being individually sent into the back, trying to reach the archers. Tough position now, though. Everything is so hurt. The Shadowhunter level 4 would be huge, but he doesn't quite have it. Heat wave comes in one more time. Blade Master survives, and the Alchemist is forced to TP out, but Soin lost a lot. He lost so much. Even one more grunt gonna tick out. Ooh, baby. Soin survives, barely, but LawLiet's got a huge lead still.
3 exit kills for LawLiet. That was brutal. If the TP goes off like 2 seconds earlier, it's not that bad for Soin, but now it definitely is. The Night Elf still needs to heal a little bit, get some mana, get some items back. He burned through a lot of utility here. Little bit of time for Soin to recover, but Lumber is short as he just invested into the second defense upgrade. Soin not without chances, but it's rough.
The red camp... I mean, it's kind of the only thing he can creep. Like, where else is he gonna go? He can't go on the right side of the map. That's too dangerous. Alright, this is a big deal. If he gets the creep here before LawLiet arrives, and he gets a good item, this is Shadow level 4. If there's a way back, it's a big item here.
Okay, dodges the bullet. LawLiet is not going through the left-hand side. Good block. Item, Cloak of Flames can be nice against archers. It's not an aura though, especially Katka's Pipe with Shaman would have been the best. But units caught in transit.
Shadowhunters is missing 1 point of experience for level 4. Are you kidding me? One Treant would do it. Is LawLiet gonna summon them? Normally he would. Oh, first detonate comes in. Level 4 Shadowhunter. Huge level up, but the shop is taken out. That's huge as well.
And mana is rare for the Shadowhunter here, especially with these detonates. Money detonates on all 4 units again. The beauty of Wisps against Orc. Blademaster is trying his dearest to carry this somehow. It looks like a mission impossible, but the supply is close. Blademaster, Invo Potion again. What the hell is happening?
Blade items. The blade items are sick. He's so tanky, and the cloak is doing AoE damage. The Demolisher in the back also doing a bit of DPS. LawLiet, he's kind of falling apart here.
Yeah.
The wheels are falling off the cart. This tier 2 Knight of Army is falling off more and more.
For how long? More upgrades coming. This is once again some late fight kills for LawLiet. Supply again in his favor, but he still has to breach the tower. Still has to breach an expansion. How much longevity is there for Soin's army? Can he pull this off again?
Also, LawLiet can only stay in this as long as the Alchemist has mana. And there's not too much left anymore. Blademaster seems to be too strong to contest.
Crit.
Going for the Alchemist. Wait a minute. He might be going down. A few more right clicks. The TP. Oh my god, last second.
That purge of the Keeper almost prevented the passing of the town portal. Soin is alive and swinging.
Dude, this is the best Cloak of Flames I've seen in a long time. The damage he did here with the cloak against the archers and huntresses was huge. And all that survivability, the health stone, the rings, the circlet also helping, the mirror image. Blademaster's really tanky, and the cloak does the AoE damage. And LawLiet, I think, was a bit too sure of himself there in the push.
But he's switching gears. There's a new obstacle coming for Soin, and that is tier 3 Night Elf. Would love to list all the great upgrades that Night Elf has, but we only have so much time. It's gonna be a difficult task. And there's a big mana potion and a level 5 alchemist, which is also a difficult task.
Next red camp item though, what's it gonna be? Helm of Valor for the blade, come on, let's get a super blade going.
Medallion?
Medallion? It's okay for the shadow. Alright, honestly, this is one of the worst items, but whatever, he's gonna take it.
And LawLiet is taking another chance. Even supply as he's waiting for tier 3 to finish up. Bottom, Orbs, Wellspring. But okay, this is gonna be tough. There is no TP on Soin up until now.
LawLiet probably doesn't want to take a game-deciding fight here. He mainly wanted to buy time. Force the orc back, buy time, TP out if necessary. He's got the TP. He's also got level 3 heal spray. That's pretty good.
And the big mana potion, don't forget about that. Level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove as well. Hero focus it is. Exit kills again for LawLiet. And the Blademaster gets some Korean fried chicken here.
That was level 2 crit for 117. His items really aren't the best for damage, are they?
Well, it's the longevity, Remo. It's the AoE of the cloak with the longevity of the 2 rings, and that equals damage. Just a different kind of damage.
Oh, the big camp over here at the lab is still available. LawLiet didn't take it. This is going to be a big consumable for Soin. And yeah, tier 3 is coming for the Night Elf. That's big upgrades, as you stated. Bottom, marksmanship, orb, and so on. But also orc hero levels are extremely, extremely strong. If both get to 5, we're in for a banger here.
Oh yeah, that's only our opening match to a long day of Warcraft. If we have all 3 regions, we'll probably be here up until 2 AM if things go according to plan. As we have the Americas region, of course, later. Okay, if this entire day is like that, gonna be good.
And some people, Neil, don't like this matchup. Can you imagine that?
Remo! Yeah, that's a little bit of an outdated statement.
Well, it was an active statement for quite some time, if I remember right.
That is 100% true, because this matchup was as boring for months. And now it isn't.
Look pretty similar, though, with the Grunts and Raiders. But we have the 2 base, 2 base, which is...
You gotta clean your glasses, brother. That's not similar. This is way more action-packed than before.
It is 2-base, which is something that I always appreciate. And then the dynamic between hitting the different bases.
Thank you.
All right, big probably deciding fight coming up next. It is so hard as the Orc to perfectly micro against this huge Night Elf army. You need to do so many things. And mainly it's about hitting the right units on the right targets, hitting the end snares as well. The Shadowhunter, of course, always healing the scrolls at the right time, the potions at the right time. A tall order for Soin here.
77 tier 3 pop, marksmanship upgraded. We got 2-2 and the Polymoral. We got orbs. We got everything we need. Look at this damage. Nature's revenge. Oh boy, that expo is just toast.
Soin wasn't punished before when he didn't see the attack coming, but this time it certainly is. The expansion goes down so quick. Blade Master level 5. I wonder if crit is even the best choice. He is going for it, wants to have a bit more damage, but a great positioning by LawLiet. How do you reach these archers? It seems almost impossible.
Yeah, stroke protection also helping out. That's so much armor on archers. Blade Master in trouble, has to go into mirror image once again, but finds himself in a similar position right there. Hero focus, not really possible with this army, I'd say. Soin, 1,000 gold. That's not supposed to be that way either. But somehow, he's still alive in this fight. Question is for how long, when the Blade Master is dropping lower and lower. Invo Potion and Health Stone could still do something here.
Dude, he's got 15 armor. He's got the cloak. He's just killing everything right here. LawLiet kills the expansion, but he loses the fight. One more Huntress gonna drop. And that was not a bad fight for Soin at all. If he was tier 3, pop down a tiny now, he would be in the game.
Yeah.
But he is not. He's tier 2 only. And now he's out of money.
So what's the play for LawLiet now? He's banging his head against the wall multiple times and he can't break his opponent. He's also not that close to Tranquility, which with this Raider army isn't even a great ultimate anymore, except if you use it in your base to save Moon Juice. He's also far away from Transmute, and the bottom is still really weak, while we're at 5-4 for Orc heroes. Dude, is Soin just doing this?
Yeah, this game's not over yet. I'd say, though, LawLiet has the lead. Good catch, by the way, by chat. Alchemist, soul dependent, with a big mana potion. Not every day do you see that, but fair enough. Soin looking to find a few stragglers, find a few easy kills. I was gonna say, he doesn't want to go in fully, but maybe he does.
Oh man, this cloak is, or this Cloak of Flame is doing thousands of damage. So many wisps as well. This is incredibly expensive. More and more raiders are falling. Not too much control in the fight anymore. Shadowhunter also. What are you doing there, my friend? Causing a little distraction. The detonates were really, really good. Needs some healing. Gets that healing. It's all about the blade now and keeping him alive.
He's still so tanky. Mirror him at the perfect time. That was the last entangle. Bottom. She might be dead. She is! With a crit. And the health stone is finally committed. That health stone which was held on to for such a long time. Shadowhunter in trouble as well. Mana, heal wave. But he has to back up. The army is a joke. Only Shaman left for Soin.
Oh, that Shadowhunter the glaive. He has the Ankh, but can LawLiet surround him immediately? There's no way to pop him out, is there? No mana, really. Shadowhunter, not the greatest position, but there is an opening. Can the focus switch to the blade? He's so close to 6. Goes for the keeper. Crit again. Invo Potion. Just right-click on the hero. That's what we're doing. Shadowhunter in trouble once again. Keeper! Steps on him! Can't get out!
Oh, no!
Keeper down! Level 6 on both heroes. Transmute unlocked. Blade Storm as well. A banger of a match.
Dude, what a game is this? Oh, he's gonna call it GG. We don't see the transmute. That is one of the most game-winning ultimates, of course. LawLiet does get the W here. But Soin fighting. Soin resisting. That was a close game. After that early game, this should have been a clear story. But no. Good comeback by Soin, but not quite good enough.
Oh, man. That was, what was it? 23 minutes, the main bases were empty. That's probably a reason to tap out. It's the Night Elf can just, move to the bottom left, get another expansion there. But hella entertaining. 1-0 for the favorite, but I think many people thought this would just be a walkover. And LawLiet would just take the series 2-0 without much trouble. Not with this Soin here today.
Yeah, great game. And I hope that Soin is going to be able to see the positives here as well. He may have lost, but he got really close. There's a few mistakes that he made that if he prevents them, then he might be in a good position. But to beat LawLiet, this was too many mistakes, quite simply. Like missing the AP, losing the Blade Master, and then also that botched engagement. After that, he was so far behind in the mid-game. Pretty impressive how he came back. But LawLiet closes it out in the end as we move on to map 2, Concealed Hill, which seems one of the most balanced maps in this match.
All right, then. We'll see if Soin can fight back or if it's gonna be a 2-0 that many expected. I'm diving in to the Twitter sphere for a second, Remo, as you remember a certain person called Hajin that we met in Sweden, the translator of the Koreans.
Soon, of course.
Yes, she's watching. There we go. Finally getting better after 5 days being sick. Watching LCK and RWS qualifier while doing Lego. Come chat. Yeah, that's so cool. They met in Sweden for the first time. Hajin and the Korean players. And they're still friends to this day. They're hanging out together. They're going to, I don't know, the movies together or amusement parks, whatnot. What a lovely story that is.
Wait a minute. They got esports Legos in Korea?
Apparently.
That's amazing. Pog champ. We need that as well over here.
I mean, we got 1 or 2 or 3 Koreans coming. We had 1 Korean coming guaranteed to Hamburg. Just put down an order, Remo. What do you want?
Let's do it. What would be a good Lego set? The Shanghai Major. I want to see that with Too Good and the whiteboard. History.
History being made here as well. LawLiet with match points, Winnerbracket semifinal, and with that the decider 1 map away. Keeper it is, Concealed it is, Blade it is. All the same, but a different map.
LawLiet a bit cheeky at the beginning, pulls the creeps here in the middle, trying to catch the peon with the end snare. That didn't quite work. Cost him a little bit of resources, but not the end of the world. Concealed Hill. When I see this map being played by top orcs, it seems like only Lin is able to prevent that keeper level 3. It's pretty easy for the Night Elf to get that accomplished because there's a couple of green camps you can take on the map, obviously, and they're very far apart from each other, which means if you get the Tele Staff, normally you should always be able to evade the Blade Master. So I was able to prevent level 3 on the first map, but wasn't able to prevent the AP. He needs to make sure this time he does not allow either.
Okay, so far, so standard. Early Huntress transition, as so often. I think key to this map now, someone has to scout better for the APs. Like, that caused so much unnecessary trouble in game 1. If that doesn't happen, he cruises smoothly into tier 2. And then has a better shot. So, yeah, send the boys out, so
Yeah, you always gotta make sure you scout for those APs and don't let them come up, especially against tricky players like LawLiet, who loves doing that every now and then. But just for the sake of diversity, I don't think LawLiet's gonna do it again. I think he's gonna focus on level 3 and then play map control. But of course, you always still have to look for it. You can't just hope that it's not gonna happen. Tier 2 is coming. LawLiet, of course, a bit slower with that, thanks to the Huntress build. But it's gonna have Ultra Vision nice and early.
That's something we see more and more. Not too many Night Elves are forgetting, quote-unquote, about this beautiful upgrade anymore. And okay, smooth creeping. Also a little bit of evasion creeping by LawLiet, going to a smaller camp for guaranteed experience. Someone is checking all the options, but struggles to find his opponent.
Yeah, he must know, I think, LawLiet. Mirror image. Oh, baby. Mirror image on level 2. I was preaching about it for a long time, for scouting it so good as well, and now he knows where the opponent is. Can't get any of the last hit steals here, but should be able to get the Telestaff. He's not going for the Telestaff? Oh, Soin, big mistake. Gives up the Telestaff to the keeper.
Yeah, there we go. Confirmed. And of course, there is a wisp in the south that can cause some trouble. We'll scout for a possible orc expansion and you can staff onto it. And with treants, it's a relatively easy cancel. Someone with a block puts in some damage, but it's more, I don't know, a little exclamation mark, like, see what I can do. Don't take me too lightly here, but just staff away and creep away.
Oh, speed scroll on the blade. Oh my god, this is such a big moment. This is such a big moment if you can steal this turtle. This is level 3. This is level 3 right here. Oh, entangle on the peon. Oh. And he gets it! A second before the blade arrives. And that's level 3, and now he's in trouble. And this all happened because he was too slow at the shop and didn't get the staff.
Okay. Once again, not the greatest early game. Dude. These guys knew how important the moment is. Soin sending in 2 grunts and the peon, LawLiet entangling the peon to prevent a possible last hit. That is just high-class Warcraft. Also more denies on peons here. They both want to come to Germany really bad.
Yeah, both showing up with their A-game today. Really fun to see. LawLiet gonna reach tier 2 here in a moment. Gonna be able to pick up the Alchemist. Hunters are ready, and then he's going to be really dangerous. Expansion halfway done, so Soin has some time to counter-expand. This Night Elf expansion isn't going to be standing for a good while.
True, not even crept. This is a long time. No Nature's Blessing either. As good as it was timed before, not really. I see Jenny Prenzelberg in the chat. Greetings, a person that will also be involved at Rara Land in some sort of form. Just a little tease. Hope you enjoy it.
I was about to say, the Lin signature Wyvern should be seen here, but we don't have a Wyvern. Especially on this map, with all the tree lines and stuff, it's so good, but no, it's a Raider right away.
Yeah, I feel like Soin is not fond of Wyvern at all in any matchup. When he can prevent going for a Wyvern, he does it.
LawLiet is also a player who transitions into archers pretty quickly, so maybe there his priority is not to go Wyvern.
Good call.
Wyvern are very hard to micro perfectly. Like, you want to attack the furthest hunters in front and never overexpose the Wyvern in the hecticness of battle. This can quickly slip away from you. But the thing is, if you have only one Wyvern and you micro perfectly, you can also pull the archers out of position, but that's a lot to ask.
Mr. Demo Man, we talked about it, and Soin queued a Wyvern.
Alrighty. One Ensnare into Wyvern, the new build.
My caster curse these days is real, dude. You saw my clip yesterday? Infu's in a solid position. Infi types GG and leaves the game. Like, okay. Happens to the best, I guess. Keeper sees the Wyvern, that's nice. He can definitely act accordingly. And he doesn't do much, but he keeps the Shadow Hunter from creeping, and that's the essential part.
Yeah, he stole the shop away, which is already really big, keeping that experience from the Shadowhunter. Conceal Tail is a pretty tough map to creep. Lots of creeps are really hard to engage, and there's not that many easy creep camps to go for. So, beautiful creeping by LawLiet, taking that away. Blade Master on the other side of the map would love to steal this last hit, but there's a sentry here. LawLiet playing this clean.
Yeah, it's really rare that he's in a slump. I would say, oh, claws +9. Haha, Alchemist picks it up immediately. I wouldn't say he wasn't a slump or anything, but he didn't play up to his potential like 2 months ago when he was more busy casting and organizing and stuff, but he's back. Oh yeah, oh no! The mirror image traps him in a surround! Mana, ready now! Can he reach? Reveal! Acid bomb! That's lethal!
Oh, that is so unlucky. That is so unlucky. When you use mirror image where the hero pops out is a bit RNG. And he lands in the surround. Oh, that feels real bad.
LawLiet wasn't moving for like 5 seconds. You think he was busy laughing?
Oof. He was busy queuing tier 3. He knows he's in a great position. No need to rush anything here. Just gonna be stable on his 2 bases and get tier 3 very quick this game. And Soin again has his work cut out for him.
Oh man. That needs a strong comeback. No hacks, of course. but Purge and Ensnare, always a potent weapon against heroes. Whew. Yeah, that's tough. 3 hero levels, AP coming again. That's not too often that we see that defensive AP, right? LawLiet seems to be quite fond of it.
I love the base build as well. All perfectly protected. Between the tree, the mine, the moonwell. Wonderful. And I like that more Night Elves are not going for this tier 2, you know, brute force approach anymore. The Fortitude style, I would like to call it. Just tier 2 mass, buy scrolls, attack, attack, attack. Whatever may come, hell or high water. But there's other nuances you can go for, and I think this is safer, especially if you are ahead as the Night Elf. The tier 3 upgrade is gonna be real painful real soon.
Wyvern is protecting that expansion where another AP is coming. First bigger attack by Soin. Supply is still quite even. Mana is looking damn fine. There's no wisps here yet. Maybe there is an opening to cause some damage. Dude, this Wyvern already paid off for creep speed and for this defense.
Yeah, honestly, now would be a great time to fight for Soin. The tier 3 isn't ready yet for LawLiet. He doesn't have the big supply yet. This is a scary little moment of transition for LawLiet. He could push into upkeep to be safe, but the confidence by him says that he doesn't even need to.
Okay, 800 gold for LawLiet, just waiting for the tech, waiting for the orb, waiting for the bottom. Next Engine of War coming, needs to rebuild it because that one's down in seconds. Quick 0-2 upgrade. I like that a lot against level 2 acid. It's not even level 2 acid bomb, level 2 heal spray, of course. So these orc units will be quite tanky and tough to deal with.
Archers in the perfect position, hiding behind the wall, like at the Battle of Helm's Deep, when they were hiding with Theoden. And they can't be reached. We got the wisps as well for the detonates. I like that a lot. Level 4 on the Keeper really early on. This Blade Master still only level 2, and Soin definitely doesn't have the staying power to stick around here for much longer.
Nope. Maybe wants to drain some moon juice, but that's about it. The lightning shields were quite fine on the archers, but as you said, so well protected as if LawLiet was playing Stronghold. And now tier 3 is ready. Expo is running. Damage was done, I guess, but also so much regen necessary with... Oh, well, it's turning nighttime in a second. Creeps fall asleep. Need the Sandman. Oh, he wants to creep it, so... That's rough, man. They just wanted to go to bed and they're rudely awakened. I can understand them being angry now.
I mean, they go to sleep at 6 p.m. though. Like... And they sleep for 12 hours. They sleep for 12 hours, dude. Like, come on.
Never realized that. The creeps must be pretty old, eh? Getting up early, going to bed early.
I think old people actually don't sleep that much, and they normally get up at like 4 a.m. or something. These creeps are slacking. 12 hours of sleep every day. What are those? Cats?
Oh, man, that would be the dream. Just one day of 12 hours of sleep. But not in esports if you're passionate. Rather cast 14 hours and sleep 4.
Wait, where's the item?
What item?
The Red Drake item.
He got rune bracers, but where is it? Did he just destroy it in anger?
Did you sell it so quick?
Maybe he moved over with the blade to get solo experience to the shadow? I'm really not too sure.
Must have been it. But LawLiet got the top left red camp, now he's getting the center. What's it gonna be here? Helm of Valor. That one's okay, but the flute, of course, is amazing. Even with the bottom, that means you can go Owl first and carry the orb as well.
True, okay, true. And later you can sell it then when Aura becomes more potent. LawLiet, big fan of the Owl. I mean, who isn't? But LawLiet is a stan for owls.
Dude, you remember that Night of Mirror game, Owl first?
Well, didn't he win that in the end?
I think he did. LawLiet is one of a kind. And on map 1, he was, I wouldn't say struggling, but he had to work hard to win this game. This game, it seems like he's been in control every step of the way. Yeah. Ever since the Keeper got level 3. Because again, Soin made a small mistake, which put him on the back foot. This is the nature of this matchup. Orcs make mistakes and things spiral out of control. Soin, by the way, 500 gold. Not spending it. Where's his army?
Well, it's here to defend now. Just Illusions, the Blade Master's here. We do have reinforced defenses this time. That wasn't the case on map 1. Will help against archers. Shaman mana again, very low. But the mana on the other units looks good. Okay, utility, heal scroll, invo potion on Soin side. Plus a big healing, that looks good. Close to 5 keeper, nice levels. Close to 4 shadow hunters, super important. There might be a chance for Soin.
Yeah, it's a great position for the Orc. Everything's out in the open. Blade Master charging towards the archers in the back. Lightning shield being dispelled. Even a Kodo in the mix. Ensnares could fly right now. Flying onto the wisps. Soin is missing out on kills.
LawLiet has to run a lot. It's just hero focus. But with an 80 critical strike, that's all more or less calculatable. Blade needs another heal wave here. Close affair. Expo still up.
And now this is the great late game advantage for Orc. We have the heal fountains here, which means they don't have to invest money into more heal salves. Can easily heal here and always have a strong position to fall back to. Night Elf can heal with the heal spray pretty easily. Alchemist, level 4. We saw earlier how when he got level 5, the tides seem to turn. And of course, if the Alch ever gets level 6, the game basically instantly ends.
LawLiet is muscling up another attack. What he got? 3 and 1 upgrades. Wellspring researched, Ultravision researched, Marksmanship researched. LawLiet checking all the boxes. Utility still a little low. No Invo Potion, for example. It's pretty clear by now that Soin sees hero focus as a way of ending fights early. So having an Invo Potion seems essential.
Yeah, what Soin needs is consumables from the shop. Invos, scrolls, lots of scrolls. He's only got a single scroll right now. He didn't even check the shop. This looks to be a late game mistake. We need all the scrolls right here for Soin. He's got the tech disadvantage on tier 2. He needs mass scrolls to compensate.
Can he still reach? I don't think so. Yes, 700. Yeah, 700 gold. That's exactly where the resource should come into. AP scouted immediately. That's a wonky position to engage into.
Blade Master finds the archers. Good ensnares. 2 archers caught right away, but of course we have many archers left over. The detonates are huge! Oh my god, sick detonates. Shaman have almost no mana anymore, and they're just standing there staring. Tough position, good reposition by LawLiet. And Soin seems to be losing this fight. The Blade Master almost goes down. He's still surrounded.
Oh no, he has no mana. He can't get out. Okay, units, free him from his imprisonment, but I don't think that works too well. The damage is nuts! And that looks like a 2-0 to me. LawLiet, super solid game here, unconcealed. 75 supply still, but it's tier 3 supply for LawLiet. And that is scary. Double orb as well. Still the invul, still the heal potion, still a TP if he needs it. And Soin is quickly running out of options.
So he needs to multitask faster. The blade is at the shop. Double heal scroll, invo potion. Let's go. There's 2 heal scrolls in here, Neo. When the fight happened, he could have had at least 1 more heal scroll, maybe 2.
Yes.
But now he's out of gold because he had to tap and revive.
Super expensive. Losing the shop. No more mana potions after this one he got now. Losing the barracks, which is not that important, I'd say. But still, hurts. Soin on his last leg, facing the lower bracket.
Speed scroll to engage once again. It's so much damage raining down from these archers. The fighting position this time is better for Soin, but it seems to be far behind. Blade Master's got the invo potion. He's moving away his whole army. Serious micro bucks by Soin. He's trying to pull away the Blade Master and pulls all the grunts away at the same time. Soin looking very overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's not the way you win this. The grunt micro was super good on map 1. Not the case anymore here. He's trapping some archers, but who's trapped with who is the question. Meat grinder, hunter's glaives, plus the heal spray. Potem is in trouble, okay, but there's an invo potion. Blade getting attacked by Owl and Hunts at the fountain. Soin sweating bricks.
And losing most of his army here. The Serpent was going to be cleaned up quickly. That's more experience, by the way. Alchemist got level 5. Potem almost 3. Keeper is on level 5. The Night Elf hero levels are absolutely out of control right now. And so are the upgrades, I guess. 3-1 could be even higher very soon, and the push keeps going. Soin trying his best. But again, he's making a few too many mistakes.
Sometimes the best is not enough. There's an expansion coming. Ancient Protector. Oh, lots of APs. Yeah, that high ground is elf territory now.
It's fairly protected, I would say.
Yeah, it is
rather
yep.
protected.
Yep. Rather protected.
LawLiet still poking in the base. Of course, he's got the TP here if he has to leave. But he's taking out infrastructure one at a time. He brought a sledgehammer and he's knocking down these buildings. Trying to reinforce, consolidate, I mean, his forces as well. Used the fountain very well to heal in the meantime. Blade Master there almost died when he was standing there. Didn't expect the hunts. And Soin now with his back against the wall. With a third base, LawLiet will be unbeatable.
Yeah, I wonder if he wanted to chase these hunts and underestimated the region. But alright, here we go. Blade Master in a world of trouble. Gets a level up. That helps to a degree. Crit 138. Who's gonna die first? Oh, Invo Potion and a little bit of healing for that Keeper. With a little crit luck, Keeper might die. No! Wait, Blade doesn't live. GG. This is LawLiet in the winner bracket semi-final, the decider match where he will face Focus or Dirtbag.
2-0 for LawLiet, but I would say the game was closer than the score might indicate. Especially map 1 could have gone either way. Map 2 was also a long one, but LawLiet they're certainly in control. So and now down the lower bracket, another chance there. LawLiet today definitely looked like the stronger player. But Soin can take away a silver lining from this, I would say. There's not too many mistakes he has to erase and too many things he has to improve on. If he does do that and improve there, he can beat the best Night Elves in the world, I would say. But he has to improve his play a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. So Soin is done for the day. He'll be playing next Saturday again in the lower bracket. In a lower bracket where he has to now win 3 matches in a row against opponent like maybe Focus, Dirtbag, Sock, Thunder, Chemico, Say So. Not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy. Not without chances, of course. But yeah, if he makes it from lower bracket round 1, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Good showing here, good start of the day for us. And now I'm really curious. Dirtbag, there's a lot of hype behind him. One of our 4 humans in this Asia-Pacific qualifier. And we've seen him in the Opens look really, really good. I have never seen him play up against a top orc before or a top Korean player before. Dude, imagine if he wins here. Imagine if he makes his way through Dirtbag. It would be a sick story for the New Zealand-Australia region. He's got his chance to prove himself momentarily.
Yeah, to be fair, he stomped everyone in Oceania. I think by now, by far, the best player in the region. Let's see how he's hanging with the big boys. RWS is coming, everybody. September 29 to October 2nd. And what you can expect there?